Well, that's not good. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. We've got a rust freighter just sitting above us in the sky. I want to go say hi, but I'm also terrified. I'm seriously contemplating whether or not we take that rust freighter and try to bring it down to us. No, because as soon as you get close to those things, they run away, so it probably wouldn't work, would it? Well, anyways. Use the new airlock. Pressurize, and then open. I love it! It's so good. I'm so glad that we were able to make that. So the planetary gravity is 0.25, which is, I believe, the same as the moon? I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure, though, it's the same as the moon. And if it is, whoops, then what I should be able to do, bop, alright, is build a, okay, well, first we'll do some testing. I want to see if atmospheric thrusters work. Now, I'm pretty sure they won't, but there's a chance. So we're going to try anyways. Get my atmospheric thruster out. We're just going to put one on it for now. That's a big thruster. Whoopsies. Get the little one. Okay, well, give me a second. Boom, there we go. So we're just going to put it at the back here like this. Weld it all the way up. Craft that up. We'll put a battery on it. And a cockpit. We'll just put a chair for now. Actually, if I put just a chair, then I'll end up probably dying. So I should probably... Yeah, let me think this through just a little bit more. Maybe it needs more than just a chair. Ooh, upside down. There we go. Now we have a control chair, so we're going to weld that up. Then we're going to need a gyroscope. I don't have any uranium, do I? Okay. Do I do a large battery? Or I do a... I'll do a couple small batteries. We'll do... Here, we'll grind this down. And then we'll add 2 small batteries. 3 small batteries. We're going to grab those really quickly. Craft the rest of it up. I'm pretty sure I should be really low on silicon, shouldn't I? Haha! Yep, I got a mine like a steel trap. Alright. We'll depressurize really quickly. And then go out. And the silicone is right here. Haha! Silicon. I was supposed to go down to the trading station and actually see what they had to offer, but I just didn't feel like it was worth it, honestly. I mean, I could put the credits that I've stored up so far. I could, like, put them in the bank, but I don't know how that really helps us. So, I just kind of haven't yet. There we go. All pressurized and ready to go. Oh yeah, I gotta put it in the system. Then I gotta grab out the stuff. Give me the stuff. Thank you. Give me the stuff. Thank you. Now all we gotta do is put a gyroscope on it. Okay, it's trying to craft up a battery, alright. Give me the stuff, give me the stuff. Sweet. Let's go. Ooh, I almost died. That would have been bad. Okay, so the second I take this off, it should hover. Ooh! Ooh, ion thrusters do work. That's crazy. Flying in the base. Look at us go. Wow, it is really weak. Wow. Okay, maybe I should take that back. That's a wrong statement. That's a non-issue. Power is a non-issue. I love it. We got a little pokey chair. Oh man, I kind of do want to fly this, so give me a second. I'm gonna take us outside. Open the airlock. All these noises of airlock noises. Do we actually have do I have airlock noises? I'll send it to you, Exaggerous, if I have some airlock noises. Oh, look at us go. We got a little, like, bucket seat. Oh, this is so dumb. I love this thing. Okay, we're definitely keeping this. I want to grind it down, but part of me also wants to keep it and just see how long it'll hover for. Oh man, this thing's definitely gonna like sway though, so I probably need to grind it down. Cause it just doesn't seem like very powerful in any particular direction. Like normally with an atmospheric thruster, they're very powerful right off the bat. Oh my god. Did I ever check to see if windmills were a power source that I could use? Oh my god. I don't think I did. Was I able to use windmills this entire time and I just haven't? That would be such a disappointment. Alright, I know what I gotta do. I gotta go check to see if windmills are something we can use. Okay, we're gonna turn this off. So it's very important whenever you have a ship like this, don't turn it off. Do not turn it off. So I'm going to press G, I'm going to go to the atmospheric thruster, and I'm going to toggle that on or off. I'm going to turn the ship back on. Because if you turn your ships off, if you leave for a long period of time, these ships will despawn. So do not turn your ships off. Leave the battery on. Just turn all the systems off so you don't drain the battery completely. It's more of an issue on multiplayer servers than it is on single player. But if you have a multiplayer session, you definitely should worry about your stuff just disappearing. So always make sure you have some battery in them. What was I doing again? I can't remember. What were we doing? Oh yeah, windmill. If this works, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, I'm gonna be so upset if this works. Oh my... I'm so mad. That's so dumb. Why didn't I check? Oh my god. I could have had so much more power. I was using hydrogen. Why? Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I never checked. How much is it producing? Because if it's producing more than my solar panels do, then I'm going to be very upset. Wind clearance good? Oh my... Oh, I'm so mad. Oh my god, that's so... Oh, that's so infuriating. I want to put them on a base now. I want to put it like here and here, and then two on the other side too. Oh, I'm so mad. I seriously, I cannot get over how upset I am right now that I never checked. I was supposed to check. I talked about how I was going to check. I even specifically said, hey, I gotta make sure I can't use windmills on this game. I never checked. I never checked. Oh man, I never freaking checked. That's terrible. But hey, now we got windmills, so look at all this power. Man, isn't this great? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Our display cases are getting filled quite fast. Why aren't you welded up? I didn't Alt F4, did I? I think I Alt F4'd. Oh. Ah, man. Another mistake. No. I would have swore I didn't. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh, I'm so stupid. Alright. Let's weld this up. Looking good. We still need a name for this one. I haven't gotten a name in the comments yet. When we do, though, I will name it. Oh, I should probably put this guy back on its stand. I should probably get some ice, too. Why is the what is going on? Okay. You guys saw that, right? The cockpit going all crazy? That's not just my imagination, is it? We'll gather some ice real quick, and then we'll hook it back up to the base. Ice, ice, baby. That's enough for now. It should fill up our hydrogen quite quickly, because I'm pretty sure the base has been storing hydrogen too, and I've been getting quite a bit of ice for the base. Yeah, we're filling up on hydrogen. Cool. I'm going to go see what this unknown signal is, just for curiosity's sake. What are you? A little ball. We already have a ball. We're good. What? Ooh, this ball is special. Hello. Okay, you got a sensor. Let's lock onto your speed here. No gyroscope, just wow. Just a thruster. Interesting. I would take you back with me, but we already have one ball, and you're also floating in a certain direction, which makes you harder to bring back. So we'll just grind you down and say goodbye. Goodbye! Make a path that comes all the way up. We're going to need a vehicle. If we're doing that, then we're going to need a very consistent vehicle. And the problem with that is, I'm not sure how rovers are going to work on this planet because it has such low gravity. I could use artificial gravity using the, that's no, I don't think that's going to help us out. There it is, artificial mass. We'd need a gravity generator. Artificial mass would be something we could try. I don't know. I would actually genuinely like a gravity generator on our house so that we'd have just a little bit more gravity. What does it require? Gravity comp, which probably requires some stuff that we don't have. Oh yeah, there's a huge hole in our base. Whoops! maybe I should put in there. I don't think it would have enough time. It wouldn't wait for this to close though. See, with a script, there's a bunch of checks and balances, right? It can tell when stuff is doing what. But with just timer blocks, there is no checks and balances. It's just do. There's no like, hey, when this thing does this, then do that. Right? But a script, you can do that. And so, you know, it would say, is state of door on? If true, then, you know, open door. If false, close door. Then once door is closed, open door. Yeah, okay. That works, right? Sorry, my technical lingo when it comes to stuff like that is not the most impressive. I never really programmed a lot. I did program certain programs, but they were more like fun programs. Like, hey, I'm gonna just make something that calculates stuff and does some things. You know, same old, what anybody would do, logically speaking. Sadly, I learned C++. I never learned C#, and so I'm pretty sure this game runs off of C#, and I don't know any C#. I mean, it's easy enough. Once you've learned one coding language, it's easy enough to switch to another. The only problem that you're going to run into when switching to another language is just learning the actual, like, stuff that language requires, right? So if you're extremely proficient in C++, it's going to be very frustrating when you move over to something like JavaScript, right? Because if you move over to it, now you know none of the actual phrases, none of the lingo, none of the calls, none of the functions, none of it. You know, you don't know how a boolean works. Ooh, whoa. And so it becomes very frustrating very quickly. And that's why it's like really important that you master one language first completely before you just start learning a bunch of different languages. Of course, I do recommend if you are learning a new language that you go ahead and just focus intently on learning the basics of each, and then whichever one you like the most, whichever one you want to go for. So how do I explain this? If you want to talk directly to the computer, right? You want to create codes that directly translate to the computer and say, hey, what's up? Talks directly to the CPU and says, hey, I've got a problem. Then C++ is the one that I was told was going to be the best. So I just did C++. If you guys are looking into it, I definitely recommend you look to see what you want to do. Just type in, like, say you wanted to code for Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft's coded in Java, so boom, just look up what coding language Minecraft is, or even better, look up what coding language is used most commonly to create Minecraft mods. Same thing with like space engineers. What coding language is used most commonly? And every game that you play, the coding is a little bit different because they use different calls, different functions, and so you would want to just look up a library of pretty much everything that game or that coding language has as a call function, and then you would just go through it when you need to do something very specific. Like, say I needed to have it know the state of a timer block. Well, then I would just look up timer block state in whatever language it is. And if it didn't come back, then I would go specifically to the language that the game uses. Like if it's specifically C#, then you should somewhere in there of the game be able to find it. I know in Space Engineer specifically, you can press F1, and in here, you've got a bunch of different stuff you can go through. I'm pretty sure down at... No, I think these are just controls. Somewhere, I remember seeing somewhere that you could learn whatever it was. Now what I want to do is I want to craft up pretty much 1,000 of those and 1,000 of these each. I'm probably going to need one more than I need the other. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. I like this. This is the only problem right here, this little lip right here. I'm pretty sure I can fix that though. Because if this is the stairs up... No, I can't. Because I was thinking about putting a passageway, but the problem is this is the stairs itself, and I'd have to put something on the left and right, and that means I'm taking up more block space, which right now it takes up a lot less block space than it would if it was like windows, because then I would be taking up, let's see, that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'd be 12 block spaces just to have a little hallway right here. Oh yeah, that's right. I should probably... Yeah, that'll work. Got a new welding method. It's called random welding. Randomly weld. Meow. So I'd actually like to move pretty much everything that's up there currently down here. And I want to have that up there like a separate entity completely. Because I want it to be... Like, all the systems are underground, protected. The base is, like, this little fortress. I want to have, like, a hallway where we use for mining. Maybe have, like a welder that welds and mines at the same time that digs us a hole, or, like, a huge hallway that way. I don't know. I got some big plans for the basement here. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that, though. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's probably not a good idea. Having just, like, a huge vehicle down here trying to mine that way. It's maybe not the best idea I've ever had. Making a miner underground that can't go above ground. Well, I could dig in a surface hole, right? Like a slanted surface hole. Vehicles can come in and out of. Oh, I just had a horrible idea and I love it. Oh man, if I could just take the entire floor and drop it in, like, into the basement. Oh my god. That would be crazy. The biggest issue I would run into, by far the biggest issue, is pressurization at that point. Because if I'm making the entire floor drop down, then I'm going to constantly be dropping pressure. But then again, if I am making the entire floor drop so that I can have a vehicle drill that way, I think that is going to be the least of our worries, right? Why is that still open? Oh, because I didn't leave. Oh, my bad. How is there a way I could fix that? I don't know. Maybe there's something simple that I'm just missing. Grind this down really quickly. And I mean, as you can tell, that was still there because the power was on, right? It had power to it still. And, you know, that's what I'm trying to talk about, is it'll keep the power on. As long as the power's on, it'll pretty much stay. If the power goes off, or, you know, you turn it off for any reason, it will disappear eventually. Now, this doesn't really happen if it's hooked up to a base that has power, you know, via connector. But it can happen if it's just sitting on the ground, even if it's locked in place with landing gear. Alright, everybody. I'm going to call it an episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.